for New York. That was trimmed in gold, and their last win against Chicago. And Clark guarded by Sabali. It didn't take her. Stewart left open. She for Kelsey Mitchell at
use her length.
Here running the point.
Force two.
Burke gets first time in their history.
She navigated and instead
Burke outside
this season. Great passes.
Found Boston.
Game players.
Probably off to a
hadn't seen before. She said when you're playing, hoping that perspective is something she carried.
Cunningham is back. Stewie Fort. Mitchell with
inside, making. I mean, a big part of that is that
he does. Sophie giving them a the cloud going. Cunningham. Okay, little step back. Comes back in.
Elevation on her finish. After missing some time with the knee
on the fake, and then Indiana against New York, and now
the switch for Mitchell to be on Stewie.
On the go. In shorter spurts.
And you see the impact. She's push, pace, run out. We saw Caitlin with that. New York to be playing the way they are. It's easy to forget because their bench is
down. Johannes with the top. She did not score in the regular season with the French national team in preparation. France had to go home. Regards Stewart now, but Clark to fire. Just coming back from back and forth. Clark, another long three. Again, pardon me, Lexi Hall, she do 26-24. Joined now by Sandy Brondello.
Taking too much space there.
Have been offensive fouls. She takes Tasha Howard now in the game for Indiana. Sabali has been really good. Career start, second in a row. Ionescu takes care of that quick. Rimmed it. Dantes, yes. Her usual self.
So a mistake defensively by Kennedy.
4-3.
And that comes with effort.
The third week of May.
Aggressive. She said if she's not being aggressive,
East Conference player Sab. Back to within 2 points. Sabrina first played.
Report on Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell is a pair with her.
Yeah, absolutely the opportunity this year. Upcoming and Friday on Ion, Dallas, Connecticut. Hit all three like a fit. You very efficient in and out for East. Got her.
And the pickup games are a problem because nope.
Stewie over and then steps back with the three. Cloud tries to appreciate. Hull left open momentarily. Quickly answers the pace of the game.
Big announcement. We get a challenge on the court. Foul that was missed. Ball being given to the New York Liberty.
Hand off to Ionescu.
One end, you had a player get fouled.
Got her on the upswing. Mitchell with the shot for New York. They go around the horn. Answer, and indeed she does. Ionescu given Hull. Behind the back to Boston, but she gets the on Clark, and then was able to go. Caitlin! Stewart driving. That is the second. Lead back to 4. Stewie and a whistle.
Now that would be a career high, be their career high. And that's her.
The last 5 games, her team went 2. Sabali, who challenges Clark. Well,
attacking the offensive glass, keeping balls
now for New York. Tough move. Boston came over to help. And New York goes into
plays with a box out. We've got to be disciplined.
The Liberty doing well on the offensive packed house here in Indianapolis. Trading day, leading the league in field goal with the Clark. Ionescu for 3 threes. Hot hand, that one was short.
For the start of the season, and she said that this won a WNBA championship. So that
Hull is the one who initiated it, and that's
side another. Cloud coming out more aggressive, but Bonner, the veteran, coming off in Connecticut. Cloud, one of the Stewie got it
Over to come back, get her hand on the basketball.
Mitchell trying to blow by everybody. This time, Indiana had been in a huge... Mitchell finally getting the baseline, found by Ionescu. Spots up for three and hits it. Oh, finds Boston, who looked to be comfortable in the A. Caitlin. Oh, that's a nice little... Mitchell had just enough room to get a 12-0 feed. Caitlin is the top scoring team in the WN. Gathered after a bobble
And like that matchup. And
Caitlin, who had 25 points in the... Caitlin Clark now with... Had some nice...
Coming down, trying to get by Natasha.
And it's now four-person
as the primary defender on Caitlin Clark.
Burke.
Paint on their defensive end.
Burke getting the WNBA national TV schedule. All of the action. It's on the Fisa Cup. It was them in New York as the only unfirst in over 4 minutes. Stewart with the heighted Olsen left open, and she... Clark, 3. Make it 20. To rid herself of Joe, but has been magnificent. Line change. Offs in and shoots and scores. Guarded by Stewart. Ionescu.
Or we saw her with the drive early.
Olsen.
The New York Liberty in his last couple of minutes because the fourth quarter for the Liberty to make this.
Oddly tough. Replay on the big screen. Ionescu, one of...
Great basketball player.
Brianna Stewart in those long... Ionescu! Where the Liberty took it off.
And of course, not just the rig. Had the exact same angle as the
best angle.
the best.
They're hopeful to get her back for their next drafts. It's the third one. 3 team fouls in the first 50. Assets players to 5,500. Couldn't get it home. 3 championships, a couple with Seattle. The second time in as many games that they played. Winding down for Colson. Hands down for Johannes. Opportunities.
Cool. You try to reinforce, you have to talk. Constant communication with one another.
She has 30, Kate, a lot of trouble. Grab it, and then count. Ionescu blows by Cunningham. Back to the line. 7. Being very physical with fouls on Sabali. 3-point. Cloud shoots it over Boston. Season coming in. Mitchell curls around. 16 points. Stewart. Boston out of bounds to Indiana with 10 over. 3 points of this game. All of them with Stewie. It's Caitlin Clark coming. Minutes left to go, but Natasha. They got into the bonus about.
You get your points or try.
Does have 6 rebounds and 5 assists. 3.5 to go. Little hesitation, got the shot off. Hit on the.
These players.
Oh, Leah Boston. And then a perfect bounce. Work chipped away at the lead. Boy, Stewart at the line after she was ridiculous. I think she's an even better passer. Back to 500. Block. And maybe someone said it would be off the charts. Wanted her in a very familiar position. Trip to end June.
In July.
Flynn again. Sabali left open. Okay, Indiana was 17th. Very emotional.
9 points in 38 seconds.
In the league, 34 points. Caitlin Clark back. Here she is with Chris.
Try to protect the paint on their defensive end. On Kennedy Burke.
Burke getting this tournament. WNBA national TV schedule. NBA wnbahighlights.com for all of the action. It's on the FISA
Battle a couple of games ago.
It was them in New York as the only nice points at the free throw line, their first in over 4 minutes. Stewart with the height of Olsen left open, and she hits it. Clark, 25-3.
Get her to calm that down.
Mitchell able to rid herself of in shorter spurts, but has been magnificent.
Fantastic.
Kind of like a hockey line change. Off this! Comes in and shoots and scores. Clark guarded by Stewart.
So far this season.
Ionescu!
When her team struggling to score, we saw her with the drive early.
Season high. Colson.
And credit to New York Liberty in his last couple of minutes. Nice separation going into the fourth quarter for the Liberty to make this.
Is 16 points. It's oddly tough. The fans react after seeing the replay on the big screen. Well, Ionescu, one of...
I'm not trying to get in one more try.
Great basketball player.
A little bit chancy. Brianna Stewart in those long... Ionescu! From Indianapolis, where the Liberty. It's a couple of minutes to walk it off.
And of course, not just the race. We had the exact same angle as the... They need our angle.
Yes, the best angle.
The best.
Missing her third straight game. They're hopeful to get her back for their next game. Rather telegraphed. Another bucket. It's the third one. Indiana already with 3 team fouls in the first 50. Tied Diana Taurasi, the fastest players to 5,500 gather, but couldn't get it home.
Ones that are close to the rim. WNBA.
She's won 3 championships, a couple with Seattle. Against the Fever for the second time in as many games as they played in May and came back to win. Shot clock winding down for Colson.
Colson, the opportunity for the 3.
On Stewart as the shot clock winds down for Johannes. Indiana's missed some opportunities.
To play basketball, even all the way through high school, you try to reinforce, you have to talk this. The great players are in constant communication with one another.
Has 30 points. She has 30. Kate to get out of that double team. A lot of trouble. The miss, Boston somehow able to grab it. And then count it right back. Indiana. Out. Ionescu blows by Cunningham. And that sends Ionescu back to the line. 7. Boston being very physical with
That possession.
4 fouls on Sabali. 3-point. Cloud shoots it over Boston. Just under 10 points per game on the season coming in. Mitchell curls around after leading this game by as many as 16 points. Led the bonus. Stu bench getting a little bit more rest. Boston. And it's out of bounds to Indiana with 10. Mitchell. Over. Rehab. Indiana scored the last 8 points of this game, all of them with Kate. Stewie. Inside 4 minutes, Caitlin Clark coming, dying. Boston. With just over 3.5 minutes left to go, but Natasha, they've been in the bonus. They got into the bonus about,
pretty quick and early in the possession. You get your points or try.
Having an off day today. Does have 6 rebounds and 5 assists. 10-point advantage with 3.5 to go. Clark, little hesitation, got the shot off, hit.
That was a foul.
They called it on the...
For East Pam Ward. Can't trust these players.
Oh, Leah Boston back up to 11. Clark. And then a perfect bounce into 1 run after New York chipped away at the lead. Boys. Stored at the line after she was, as Caitlin Clark is, it was ridiculous. I think she's an even better passer. Indiana trying to get back to 500. Nicely, killing some more clock. And maybe about her coming out, talked about her adrenaline, said it would be off the charts, wanted her. Brianna Stewart back in a very familiar position. We're embarking on a 4-game road trip to end June.
Game home stretch at one point in July.
Teams visiting during that stretch. Caitlin again! Sobley left open. From 3 today, Indiana was 17. And a huge win, very emotional.
The stretch in the first half where she had 9 points in 38 seconds.
Have no more unbeaten teams in the league. 34 points for career average, but Caitlin Clark back here. She is with Chris.